Hello again. Have you ever downloaded a new app or signed up for a service and it starts asking you all sorts of questions like permission to access your contacts, your photos, your location, your microphone, and you get that weird feeling and moment of hesitation thinking, wait a minute, why do you need all of that? And that's a healthy instinct to want to know what exactly you're sharing and with who. That very same conversation is happening right now in the financial services industry. It's all about who gets to see and use consumer data and how we as an industry can make sure it's done safely and with their permission. This is the core behind open banking. You've likely been tracking the CFPB Section 1033 rule, which is a big piece of regulation meant to set some ground rules for this data sharing. Well, for the moment, the government has hit the pause button and a court order has sent them back to do a rewrite. Now, it's tempting to see this as a free pass to put this topic on the back burner, but it's not. This pause is more like a rain delay at a ball game. The game isn't canceled, and this is our critical window to get our strategy in order before the next inning begins. Because let's be honest, our customers already expect to be in control of their data, and non-API access methods still pose security and liability risks. The mandate will return, focused on customer consent and API-driven access. So this pause is not an exit ramp, it's more of a critical window for proactive preparation before the next rule is finalized. What can you do now to prepare? Great question. I believe we really should focus on two key things. First, let's get our own house in order. This is all about governance. When you allow other apps to connect to your customers' data, you're essentially handing out the keys to their house. We need to be the best security guards we can be, and that means knowing exactly who you're giving a key to, making sure everything looks right, and then having a plan to get that key back if you need to. To do so, you need to have strong vendor risk management in place. Know the security and liability model of every party accessing customer data. Robust fraud monitoring, because new data flows introduce new fraud vectors. And strategic modernization. Investing now turns compliance risk into a competitive advantage through faster, personalized service. Second, let's start speaking the same language. There's a global standard for sharing financial data called ISO 20022. And I know it sounds technical, but think of it as a universal labeling system for payments. Instead of a payment just saying to Bob for $50, it carries rich, detailed information in structured fields like a digital packing slip. When our data is clear and organized, it's much easier to detect anomalies, automate compliance reporting, and strengthen fraud controls. Adopting the standard now can help you prepare for whatever the final open banking rule looks like. The regulatory clock may have stopped for a minute, but the strategic clock is ticking louder than ever. Use this window to evaluate your data architecture, strengthen consent management, and align with ISO 20022 ready systems. EPCOR is tracking the rulemaking process and is here to help you turn this challenge into an advantage. Thanks for your time. I'll see you next time.